Tina with Two Chicks and a Cricket, and in recent days I have been thinking about scrapbooking and how I got started, and I've had in recent days I've had people asking me as they're getting started how to put pages together, and so I thought I would start a little series for just some simple scrapbooking pages that are real easy to put together, and hopefully it will give you an idea of how maybe to get started. Or I know I've kind of been going back to doing simple pages. Just sometimes I think we get caught up in the latest greatest technique, or the latest Cricut cartridge that comes out, and we want to use it and do all of this stuff. And so I've been just trying to go back to some simple pages, and I have been finding that I have really had a good time doing it. So this is just a one-page layout. It's not 2 pages. So usually when I'm talking about a layout, I'm talking about 2 12 by 12 pieces of paper right by each other. This is a single layout, so it's just one 12 by 12 piece of paper. So my camera is up really high, and I'm going to hope that everything I do makes it onto the camera, because I can't see what it's filming. So we'll see how this goes. So this is a piece of paper from the Wild Asparagus paper pack by My Mind's Eye, and I love that paper pack. It is beautiful. I found it at Ross for $6.99. I was so thrilled because I've been looking for this paper pack for 6 years and haven't been able to find it. So I love it. So this is a page for my daughter's album, Violet, for her first year album. And I'm going to put some of this together on film. So it took me about 20 minutes to cut out everything on my Cricut. So I've already used my Cricut and cut some stuff out. And now I'm going to put it together. So this is just a piece of green cardstock. I'm going to put it on the very bottom right here. And this is cut at like 3.5. So I'm just using this is a great adhesive. It's AdTech. And it's the dotted glue, and it works really, really awesome. You can find that in Michael's. I didn't, when I found mine, I didn't find it in the scrapbooking adhesive section. I found it back on the glue aisle. They have the Michael's I go to, they have a whole glue aisle, and I actually found it there. So I just placed my solid piece down below here. And then I'm just using one picture on this layout, which typically I don't do. Typically I use more than one, but I thought this would be fun just to use one. So this is my daughter dressed up for not Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Why did I think Valentine's Day? I have no idea. So I'm just using this same color to matte this picture. It's kind of hard to do it at this angle. I hope everything's straight. We'll find out later. And then I'm going to mount it right on this one side. So far this is really simple. One piece of pattern paper and one solid paper, and we're on our way. So I'm going to just mount it right here. I'm a perfectionist, so I like everything straight. It'll bug me if it's not. So that looks pretty good. So then I printed on my computer. I just printed my journaling, and originally I wasn't going to put a title. I was just going to let this be my title, which I don't think I ever do. I always put a title on my page just because it makes me feel like my page is more complete. So I was going to do this, but I cut out a title. See? So I'm going to take this is some ink. And I'm just going to ink the edges of this. And how you do that is you just run your ink pad along the edges of whatever you're inking. In this case, it's my journaling. And it just gives it a little bit more definition, I guess. The other thing that I did is I printed this top part I printed in a green color, and then I printed the two, like this is my journaling, and this is the title of my journaling, and I printed them in different fonts. And then the top I printed in that green to give it a little bit more definition. So here's this, and I'm going to place it right under my picture. I know this is looking really boring so far, but we're getting there. So actually I'm just going to set this here because I'm not sure exactly where I want it. I have these. These are little 4-leaf clovers that I cut from Designer Calendar. So this page, I only used one cartridge, and that was my Designer Calendar cartridge, and it is a really awesome cartridge. For first of all, the font on it is just kind of plain and chunky, so it's nice. You know, all the lettering will be relatively like straight when you put it on your page. Like it's not going to require you to think a lot when you use that font. And then it has a little bit of everything because it has all the different holidays because it's the calendar cartridge. So I'm going to mount these. I cut the 4-leaf clovers at 2.5, and then my block is also at 2.5. So I ran my 4-leaf clover through my Cuttlebug using the Divine Swirl folder. So this is also some new glue that I've been using. It's really awesome. It has a thin tip and a more broad tip, and it is a gel glue and goes on clear. Whoops. Good thing it goes on clear because I just dropped it right on my page. And then I like it because it stands up. So it's real easy to just, you can set it down and it works. So I just stuck that right on my square, and this glue, you can move it around a little bit as you're working. You know, it grips right away, but you still have the ability to move it around. So then I just took a darker green, and I'm going to mount this onto the darker green. Now you could do, if you had, oops, I'm all out of tape. If you had, oh, that was my last one. I'm going to have to use double-sided tape now. I'm running out of adhesive. So, if you were using, if you didn't have maybe a Cricut, then this would just maybe be a sticker or a rub-on or a charm, like whatever you're using. This is just going to be, this just happens to be what I'm going to use for this part of my page. And I'm going to set it right here. Now, originally I was going to use 2, but I don't know if 2 is going to fit. So it does not look like it. So, well, maybe if I move it down. See, this, we're just playing around. That's what you do. You just, there's no rules or regulations on how you're supposed to do this. You just have an idea of how you kind of want it to go, and then you just play around. So that's why I didn't tack my journal down right away, because I wasn't sure how it was going to fit. So I'm glad I did that. So let's do this one. We'll just do this one really quick. And we'll see how this comes out. Right onto the white. And I'm going to just put some adhesive on this square. I'm just using this double-sided tape. You can get this at Walmart. That's an easy find. I like having all different kinds of adhesive around. Because different adhesives work well with different paper and stuff that you're using. So that's how that's going to be. And then I cut this title also out of the Designer Calendar cartridge. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on this. And you don't always even have to like cover all of it. Like I just do a little bit all over the place. Enough to keep it down. And that's it. So we'll put the title right here. I'm going to make it up a little bit from my picture. That way everything doesn't look like it's all down here. So it looks like I just need a little bit more. tape that down. And then I'm going to tack all of my journaling and my little squares down. The other thing I would suggest, if you're just starting out scrapbooking, is get a mat. This is a mat I got. It's a rotary mat, and I got it at my local scrapbook store. I got it at Beverly's, and I used a 50% off coupon and got it. It was like $24 originally, and I ended up getting it for like $12. So that worked out. So here's my single layout with one picture, and let me tack down my journaling. It already has the adhesive on it. So really this is a page, see that doesn't look straight to me. See, we'll be here all night, me trying to figure out if it's straight or not from this angle. There we go. So, with cutting everything and putting it together, it was probably about 35 minutes. So that was really quick. And I cut everything out, and then I went and cooked dinner. And we ate dinner, and then I came back and tacked it all down. So that is a very simple page. And hope you try it. So if you try this layout, send us an email with the picture, and we'll post it on our blog. So, thanks guys for tuning in, and I hope this helped, and keep checking back this week, in the next couple weeks, for simple scrapbooking techniques and ideas. Hi everybody, here's the finished product, the scrapbook page. I did add this up top, like I added a strip of green up top, and then I added the little, 4-leaf clover up top that says Violets First. And then I just added some stitching around that, as well as some dots to the St. Patrick's Day. So that's the finished product, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.